Welcome back. This is Lesson 7, Data and Ops Accelerator. Someone sends you a spreadsheet with 500 rows, duplicate entries, missing data, wrong formats. The old way, spend 3 hours fixing it manually in Excel. The new way, 5 minutes with AI. So here's what we're going to cover today. A spreadsheet cleanup in 5 minutes without Excel skills. How to turn data into insights you can present, chart generation from spreadsheets, and a quality check automation to find errors fast. By the end, you'll take one messy spreadsheet, clean it, and make one chart someone else understands. So your one job today is to take one messy spreadsheet, clean it, make one chart that shows something useful. Let's start with why messy data matters. So look at this spreadsheet. It's of sales data. Row 14 and row 21. It's the same customer, same date, same amount. It's a duplicate. Now we have column C. The dates are in different formats. Right? So that we have to clean up. And the next example is in column E, the sales amounts, some have dollar signs, some don't, and some are completely blank cells. So this is totally normal. Every company has data like this. Well, why does data get messy? Well, first of all, multiple people entering data. Sales team enters names one way, marketing enters them another way, customer service enters them a third way. Nobody's wrong, but nobody's coordinating. Another reason is different systems merge together. Export from Salesforce, export from QuickBooks, export from your email system, merge them. Now you have 3 different formats for everything. Another reason is manual entry errors. Someone types Acme Corp once and someone else types Acme Corporation the next time. Then the same person types Acme Inc. a third time. So it's the same company, but there's 3 different entries. Well, what does messy data cost you? Well, 2 to 3 hours per week fixing data manually. And the errors, you have wrong numbers in your reports because duplicates inflate totals. And you damage your credibility because you present a chart with obvious mistakes and your boss questions everything else. So here's what we're going to fix today. We're going to solve for duplicate rows, inconsistent formatting, missing data, wrong data types, inconsistent naming. AI fixes all 5 in minutes, but only if you prompt it correctly. So here's a bad prompt. Clean this spreadsheet. Well, what's wrong with this? There's no role, no objective, no instructions about what needs fixing, no context about the data, no format for results. AI has to guess what clean means. Guessing means mistakes. So here's a good prompt using our old trusty framework, ROCIF. Review lesson 5 if you need a refresher on the ROCF structure for prompting. In this case, our role is a data analyst for sales operations. The objective, clean this customer contact spreadsheet for CRM import. The instructions, remove duplicate email addresses, standardize phone numbers, and we give the format, fill blank company names with unknown, change all state abbreviations to full names, flag any entries with missing email addresses. The context is this spreadsheet has 347 customer records from 3 different sources merged together. Some duplicates exist. Phone formats vary. The format, return as clean spreadsheet, list any flag issues separately. Okay, so here we have pasting the prompt. Okay, we're going to copy and paste this prompt directly into the AI's chat window. So pause this screen so you can copy the prompt. So we want to upload the spreadsheet next. And the way we do that is with ChatGPT, you click the plus sign, you select your file and submit. For Microsoft Copilot and Google Gemini, there are actually two ways to do it, depending on what your company uses. If your company uses Microsoft, then Copilot is already embedded in your Microsoft Office programs like Excel and Word. So what you would do is you would just click on the Copilot icon in Excel, and then you would paste your prompt there. You could also use the web version of Copilot. Gemini works the same way. If you're using Google Workspace, then within Google Sheets, there's the Gemini icon that you can click on, and then you would paste your prompt directly into the box in Google Sheets. The alternative version is you go to the website for Google Gemini and you paste your prompt there, the way we've done before. So here's what some of that looks like. In ChatGPT, after you paste your prompt, you want to click on the plus button so you can upload your spreadsheet. Then you select Upload File, and then you find the file and you attach it. After the file is attached, then you press the black arrow on the bottom right that's for Submit. For Copilot, this is what I was talking about before. If you have Microsoft Office, then Copilot is already embedded in your Microsoft software. So in Excel, on the top right, you'll see that Copilot icon. You would click on that and it would open the Copilot window. And then in the chat box below, you would enter in your prompt. The other way is to just go to the Copilot website and enter it that way. If your company uses Google Workspace, then you would click on the Gemini icon in the top right, and it would open up this chat window, and then you would enter your prompt in here. Alternatively, you could just go to the Gemini website and copy and paste your prompt there and upload your spreadsheet there. Okay, so what results do we get from that prompt? Here's what AI fixed. 198 rows, AI removed 17 duplicates. All amounts, numbers only, no symbols. It fixed all the dates to the same format. It filled all the blank cells with 0, and it sorted by date in chronological order. The other thing it did, because we put it in the prompt, it flagged items for review. This is very important because this will require manual review to make sure that it's accurate. So something that would have taken us 3 hours with 347 rows of information has now taken us 5 minutes. We have clean data now, and that's step 1. Step 2 is turning that data into insights. Insights answer questions such as, what does this data tell us? What should we do about it? So bad analysis would be, we had 198 sales transactions in Q1. That's just facts. That doesn't really dive deeper and give you any insight. A good analysis will tell you Q1 sales increased 23% compared to Q4. Enterprise customers drove most growth. We should focus more resources there. So it's the same data, but it's got a different intrinsic value. Here are 5 questions that will help us find insights. What changed? That'll give us trends over time. What's different? That gives us a comparison between groups. What's missing? That gives us gaps in the data. What's surprising? That points out outliers. And what should we do? This gives us actions based on findings. Ask AI these questions about your clean data. So here's a good prompt to give us that insightful analysis. It starts with a role. You're the sales manager preparing for a quarterly review, gives you the objective. We provide the instructions, the context, and the format. So pause this screen so you can copy this prompt and adapt it to your individual use case. And here's the type of insights that AI will return. Product launch impact, sales increased 34% and with an action item. Insight number 2, there's a regional performance gap with an action item. And insight number 3, there's a customer retention risk with an action item. You can also tailor the prompt by changing the role with specific analysis questions. So if you're a sales manager, you probably want to understand which customers bought the most, which products sold best, what's our average deal size. If you're an operations manager, you'd want to know where are the bottlenecks, what tasks take the longest, where do errors happen the most. A marketing manager would want to understand which campaigns drive most leads, what's our cost per lead by channel, which content gets the most engagement. Match questions in your prompt to your role. Now that we've got the analysis and the data, let's generate some charts. I have a rule that says it's not real unless it's in PowerPoint, and the corollary to that is it's not real unless it's in a chart. You can talk about the data all day long, but unless you show it in a chart, nobody will remember it and they'll keep questioning it. So let's use AI to help us create some charts. Here are the 4 charts that you'll most likely use the most. A bar chart to compare categories, a line chart to show trends over time, a pie chart to show parts of a whole, and a scatter plot to show relationships between 2 variables. Pick the chart type that answers your question. And here's our prompt. So we're going to say that we're a sales operations analyst, and we're going to specify that we want a bar chart. So the objective is to create a bar chart showing Q1 sales by region for a leadership presentation. And then we give the instructions that show 3 regions, display total for each, sort bars from highest to lowest, and so on and so forth. The context is that we're presenting to a VP of sales, and the format is generate the chart code I can copy into Excel or Google Sheets. Include step-by-step instructions. And AI will return a chart title, axis labels, data formatted for Excel or Sheets, and instructions for creating the chart in your spreadsheet software. Copy the formatted data, paste it into Excel, insert the chart, and we're done. So please pause the screen so you can copy this prompt. All right, let's do a quality check on the automation. So what we'd want to do is find any errors in the data that was produced or the analysis. So this would be the prompt that we would use. I'm a data quality analyst. I want the AI to find errors and inconsistencies in the sales data before I present it. So I want it to flag any negative sales amounts, flag any dates outside of the time period that I specified, flag any amounts over a certain amount, check for duplicate customer and date combinations, verify all customer names are consistent, check for blank cells. The context is that this data will go in an executive report, so I need to catch the errors before leadership sees them. And the format is list any issues found with row numbers. If no issues, confirm data passes all checks. So pause this screen so you can copy this prompt. All right, so here's what we learned today. We learned how to clean up a spreadsheet in 5 minutes using the ROCIF framework. We specify what to fix. We remove duplicates, standardize formats, and fill in blanks. We learned how to turn data into insights. We ask 5 questions. What changed? What's different? What's missing? What's surprising? And what should we do? And then we can also use role-specific analysis questions as we build our prompts. And we learned how to generate charts. We learned to pick the right chart for our message. We know how to create bar charts to compare categories. Line charts show trends, and we know how to do a quality check before presenting. 5 minutes to clean messy spreadsheet data has resulted in 2 to 3 hours saved per week, which adds up to over 100 hours saved per year. So coming up, our next lesson is our Inbox and Meetings Accelerator. In Lesson 8, we're going to learn how to summarize 100 emails into a 5-minute read. We're going to condense meeting notes into an action tracker, and we're going to create a follow-up draft generator. We're going to stop drowning in email and start getting through our inboxes in minutes. Don't forget, join the community and keep the momentum. Share your before and after spreadsheet in our free school community. See what spreadsheets others are working on and get feedback on your charts. Visit thisisflowai.com and follow Flow AI on LinkedIn for more practical lessons. You're saving hours every week now. Keep going. See you in Lesson 8.